press record this time. Anyway, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing World Ablaze. And the world is indeed ablaze. The war against Germany rages on. The Battle of Britain in particular being incredibly fierce, as waves upon waves upon waves of German aircraft just hammering London, having done quite a lot of damage. We're currently down 21 civilian factories in London alone because of the bombing raids. Meanwhile, in North Africa, things are going a little bit better. We have managed to push over through Tobruk and have just managed to encircle Benghazi. So the Italians are kind of on the back foot here. We are fighting the Battle of the Atlantic, of course, and I think doing okay. That one's much harder to judge. I don't think we're killing very many submarines, but also we're not losing a lot of convoys, which is of course the big thing there. So our hordes of frigates are doing their job rather well at the moment. But the biggest fighting at the moment is in Benghazi. It is also in the skies over London. And most recently we have the naval invasion of Rhodes going on, because I want to use Rhodes as an opening to then attack Crete, because apparently there are actually straits surrounding Crete, meaning that you can't go into the Aegean, which means you can't naval invade Crete, because you can't do it from behind apparently, until Rhodes falls. So Rhodes really is the road to Greece and the Aegean in general. And we're going to go and take a look down there, because I believe that that naval invasion has in fact kicked off, and it has. So how is this going? They are incredibly heavily entrenched. Yeah, look at that defense stat. That's ridiculous. I don't think we're ever going to manage this. Not with Marines anyway. However, this is the other fight going on. They have been trying to push us here. They may well be able to get another reconnect, which will be kind of annoying. Really depends on when these motorized arrive, whether they're going to be in time, because supply is a big issue down here. We are trying to build a port in this province which will allow us to supply everything attacking Benghazi, but it is a bit of a challenge. We got there, good. And I might even move you. You stay there. And we've got reinforcements coming in as well. Alright, cool. Cool. And then we just need to dig in. We do have air superiority, pretty significant superiority. Yugoslavia just fell, which means that the Battle of Britain is on again. However, I seem to be missing a whole lot of airplanes. I am missing a ton of them. Oh no, those are scout planes. These are the fighters. Yeah, all of these. Need to be set to being in an airbase, which we'll say is here. Defending the skies of England. And then we have a bunch of aircraft. Ah, they were in Sicily. Okay, cool. Heading back up to London, where our air bases are able to do this. And I think I'm just going to split out half of them and just put them in Birmingham. Actually, let's put them there. To Berkshire. Here they come. Bulgaria will not comply with military restrictions. A Bulgarian diplomat sent by Boris III himself has arrived in our country to inform us that they are now backed by the Axis. Bulgaria will no longer abide by the restrictions imposed upon its armed forces. Deal with them later. They will pay for this. Double government war goal against them. Sure. Okay, so our air force has now arrived, and the Battle of Britain is back on, and we are shooting down so many of their planes. That's good. How many of my new Spitfire Mark V 3s, Mark V 2s do I have? 184. So we have a decent number, and that's going to be going up and up and up and up, as thanks to American arms shipments, we are getting stronger. And also, we have a lot of spies about to come in, so we are about to start making life very difficult for the Axis indeed, as I try to get that stuff going. And the encirclement held. Fantastic. Could probably do with a few more troops out there. Well, we know where they can come from. Let's say half of you. Come and join them. Well, no, don't do that yet. Let's have you sail out to Tobruk. In fact, to be fair, these other 7 should probably come out here as well. Let's put you in Alexandria.
All in. Ready to move.
Right, let's do that. It does look like they're going to push me out of the little mountain here, but I think that's okay. The only danger is if they cut my tank off. And I'm kind of wondering if I want to move the tank south down to here, especially if we manage to get that port up and running. I'm just really afraid that this would be pretty easy to cut off, and that would be a disaster. Who are you? Scout plane. Oh, you were never assigned to Icelandic Basin. Whoops. Well, that's interesting. Oh, everyone's cancelling their lend leases. That's not good. Ace pilot promoted. Jolly good. We are struggling a little bit with our coverage, though. So I'm going to add a couple of these ships to this group, because I don't know exactly where they're active, but they clearly need a lot less ships because Cunningham's been losing tons, although he is now a level 9 admiral, which is rather good, and that is in fact the maximum. I did not realise that. And yeah, it looks like Blockade Runner is bugged. We don't gain that. Trains to bombing. Yeah, well, that's not really a surprise. Also, the English Channel is getting bombed to oblivion, so I do need to relocate some of those planes. Specifically to intercept those bombers so they don't sink my strike fleets. That would suck. Although we actually seem to be shooting a lot of them down. So, yay! Alright, technology. What did we just get? Well, it's 1941. We still need to get you. We also need to get the fuel refining, though our fuel supplies are fine at the moment. It was an aeroplane upgrade. It was the Hurricane, which becomes the Typhoon. Yeah, so our attacker planes are now really good. Also, we are short on bauxite. So we'll buy some more from the Dutch West Indies. Machine-assisted decryption. So we have been quite aggressively trying to get the decryption technologies now that we've got MI6 working for us. That's 40 factories. What the hell? Good grief, that's expensive. Well, I want invisible ink because I do want to get some assets where I can. When are those ships finished? So I can actually build some other frigates again. June 41. Has Japan attacked the Allies? Not yet. Nope, Japan's purely fighting against China at the moment. Oh, Yugoslavian Navy is out to sea. Fighting against the Italians. Fair enough. We're losing a couple of convoys here and there. I was about to say, do we have that one convoy bug again? But no, we don't. I'd really like to widen this. I'm very tempted to drive the tank down there. Although the tank actually seems to be in decent supply here. Let's cancel that. And cancel that. Let you get your planning prep. Because here at least, the air war is still vicious. But we're doing okay. How are they doing here? They seem to have split their air force up a little bit more. Where's your... Oh, it's night time. Factory camouflage. AA towers. Here we go. Now the fight back begins. Let's get fuel refining as well, so we don't have any problems with that. We could try to go 2 years ahead of time, but that doesn't really feel particularly useful. We can also upgrade our heavy artillery. Yes, please, because we are reliant quite heavily on big guns. We rather like them. Right, how did that Crete invasion go? Poorly. Okay. No, you went back to Crete, to Cyprus. Actually, that's not necessarily a bad idea. Sure. We'll just keep on trying. We'll at least get experience, if nothing else. Because that's a pretty brutal slog of a fight. Just need to get the planning preparation up and running again. And we'll try it again. Okay, we are shooting down. Our frigates are killing absolutely monstrous numbers of planes, which is good. I mean, we're losing 1 or 2 of them. But I'm pretty glad that we've increased the number of vessels Cunningham has again. It's not that Harwood was over there or anything. Yeah, don't know. Very strange. Our supply up here in the north is actually really decent. How's it look if you attack? Because I would very much like for Jock Campbell to keep getting some experience. Okay, you get absolutely thrashed at the moment. It's not even a contest. Why? Oh, they can pierce your armor. Uh-oh. That's not good. Kingdom of Norway excavates their merchant fleet. Following the invasion from the Axis, the UK has given the order for all merchant vessels to be sent to the UK to prevent capture from the Germans. Okay. Right, well, this is going to be your time to shine. Oh, man, I have to send you through them. I really don't want to send you through the Mediterranean. If it takes you a bit longer, it takes you a bit longer.
Move out.
Head down to Dar es Salaam, sailing. And then we do actually have a number of units still in England, I thought. Nope. Nope. Okay, that's not good. Shit. I thought you were still in Britain. Why did you sail out? You're in the different army. Now, unfortunately, we are losing units because we're sailing through the Mediterranean.
Listen up.
We seem to have gotten somewhat luckier.
Fall in. Ready to move.
Benghazi might be a bit of a challenge. Well, it'll be less so once we have this built. We just need to make sure we hold on to it. And that in itself is not going to be easy. We do have a second heavy armor coming through. Okay, so one of the things which I did notice when we were looking at the army designer for the Churchill, oops, I actually need to make them, is that it doesn't have any armor equipped. Makes it marginally more expensive, but increases the armor rating by 20. I mean, the rest of your equipment looks decent. Why is this so expensive to replace? It's just worse. Even though it's a bigger gun, it's kind of interesting. So we're going to call this the Mark 1.1. Except I'm not, because it's too expensive. I'll try to keep it open. Is this multiplayer? No. You're attacking me. That's not good.
Listen up.
Oh, you gave up. That's okay then. Aha! So we successfully held on to Tobruk, which has swung the Mediterranean control further towards us. That's good. Control must be maintained in the event that we lose our holdings here, otherwise our population will begin to feel threatened. Greater control of the Mediterranean will allow us to assert greater dominance over the other great powers. Somehow. I think it's a penalty to them.
Huzzah!
Okay, so that reduces fatigue by 10. That's good. We could try to get some more war support. How is this going? So we've got another operative being recruited. We just finished Invisible Ink. That's good. Do I really want to spend 40 factories on this? I don't think I do. The only other one that I would want to improve would be resistance. Strengthen resistance efficiency. Let's go plastic explosives. And then after that, I think we basically just try to get the operations going and keep them going. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hold this. The Italians managed to bolster themselves down here, unfortunately. I don't know how they're suddenly so much stronger. Especially against my poor tanks. Probably should have sent the motorized in a little bit earlier. Never mind. Alright, so Do I have enough to save you yet? No, I need 30. We could get fixed rail system, that's rocket artillery which I don't use, or we could get better anti-tank. That might be a good plan. They've killed 6 trains in the last month. 6.
Yes, sir.
It's rather harsh.
Under fire.
Okay, so we are actually holding out even though they can pierce my armour, just because of how heavy the heavy tanks are. And my air force is doing good. So air power in Libya has improved dramatically. But I have a feeling they're about to break the encirclement, which would be very annoying. And there's not a huge amount I can do about that, because I just don't have enough troops down here. Oh! 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 Big fight, big fight. I'm in the wrong mode. That's what I wanted to click on. We have caught the High Seas Fleet and we are obliterating them. Flipping finally. Only took 2 years. Ah, beautiful. Oh, oh, yes. So we managed to kill a light cruiser, 20 destroyers, 3 frigates, 3 battleships, and a heavy cruiser for a loss of 2 frigates and 3 destroyers plus a bunch of aeroplanes. Hell, it's about time. So glad we finally caught them. Alright, so how much damage did we take in that? Quite a few of you have decided to go back for repairs, and that's legit. I'm going to send more of you back. Also, look how much experience we have. This fleet definitely knows how to do boat stuff. It boats good. It boats real good. Also, I think we just hit level 8. 96 towards air controller. Heck yeah. Oh, battle is ongoing. Did they retake it? They did. Damn.
Ready, sir.
Don't fight back. That's very annoying. Oh well. Dig in. Do what we can. It's just that this little peninsula is going to be rather hard to hold on to. There's 30. Save. Alright, do I want to make those new Churchills? I think I'd need to. Now that I know that they can pierce my armour, that's a bad thing. It's very, very bad. I think I also want some new light tanks, because we were thinking about tank recon. I'm getting a lot of convoys from... Oh, these are all the American convoys arriving. Right. Okay, so yeah, convoys, no longer an issue. What is an issue, though, are frigates, so what I think I might do... nah. We'll stay as we are. Do I want to start making Churchills instead of Matildas? I think I have to. I think I have to. Though, I've just realised something. I've called this the Mark I.1 instead of the 1-1. There we go. Make me some Churchills. And buy me some more steel from the Americans. Because my own steel mills never got completed. Because I'm spending so many damn factories on repairing. They are definitely doing some damage to my economy here, and it sucks. Oh dear. Let's just push it there.
Orders. Move out. Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, I don't have anyone in that mountain to stop them reinforcing this more. India's place. A moment of distraction. That's all it took. Yugoslavian forces are arriving. I would like for you to go and join the Indonesia Corps, please. Because your supply is so poor, you're going to be walking incredibly slowly. Let's increase the coverage, and then once the motorized arrived, hopefully they will be stronger. Don't fight them. Don't fight them. Oh, they got 4 units here? Oh, jeez. I think I'm about to lose all of my motorized, and that's going to be one massive blow. Where are you going? Don't do that. No, I'm going to need the tanks down here to help.
Ready. Ready.
You guys are still moving.
Yes, sir.
You guys are almost back in Britain. Wow, things are escalating in a bad way. Well, at least it wasn't the tank that I lost. That would have been really expensive. But still, losing the motorized really sucks. And there is nothing I can do about this. I have no organization here. I keep on getting attacked.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
Attention.
we've got some friends.
Orders.
Huzzah!
Alright, let's start causing them some problems. I want resistant cells all over the place. Come on, tanks, move!
Ready.
Why do you suck so hard right now?
Under fire.
Because you're 67 heavy tanks down, that's why. Out of the 200 that I think a corps has.
Ready.
Man, these are so strong as well. That's so annoying. Well played, Italy. Well played.